These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluum turns away to prepare the potion.
Now we kill him.
Lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
I have no idea what this is gonna do. Okay, what exactly is this gonna do to me? I have not seen this at all.
It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava.
Uh-huh.
If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Hit times 4 backstab.
Omeluum watches you with cautious intensity. It expects doubt. It expects fear.
What aren't you telling me? Is this a dangerous experiment?
Only in that you may be a danger to yourself. What the potion may make you see or feel, I cannot determine.
This is why you need a buddy.
But unless you are already a step from death, it will not kill you.
So if I'd come here with my 1 HP, would it have been real bad? All right, let's do it. Bottoms up.
The acidic liquid tightens your throat.
I failed the constitution check.
Burning on the way down. It's a bolt of agony straight to your stomach.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find
Should have
yourself acting
swapped shadow or to.
irrationally.
No, I don't have shadow.
Try and stay focused.
Let's say for resistance.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Oh, I'm seeing from the mindworm's perspective. Saving throw. Draw on your willpower and resist. Focus on the present, not the illusions. So intelligence versus wisdom saving throw. Well, wisdom's going to be much better for us. Wow, it's going to be better for us. At least here, we should be able to use our inspiration to reroll. I'm a little annoyed that we didn't get the reroll in Constitution, but maybe we just took a little damage from that, and it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's only +1 better, but still. And I can... Well, I can get blessed from... See? The bless would have helped, because it gives you a bonus to saves, too. The bless could have helped for the Constitution. All right. Bless me, Gale. Oh, wait. Hold on. This is resisting. I don't necessarily want to resist. Maybe I didn't want to resist. Okay, we got a quick save.
Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you
Okay,
in.
I mean, I don't know if I want to be drawn into the void anyway.
Seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it means to hollow out your skull.
Well, this seems bad. Let the terror take you. No, I don't think I want to be taken. Drown out the tadpole by focusing on a tune. Resist the panic from within. Wall off your mind from the psionic seizure. Yeah, okay. I think we do want to make these saving throws. We'll resist the panic from within. DC's getting harder. Game! What are you doing to me? What the hell? I'm gonna run out of inspo. No, I don't have karmic dice on.
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide.
This is why you leave
fear
karmic dice on? Yeah.
against itself.
This is more fun, though.
The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude.
Ah!
The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
Felt it grow inside me is more power. I mean, we have, like, consumed a lot of these worms, too. Felt it growing inside me is more power than ever. That potion of yours could have killed me. The tadpole almost did the same. You're supposed to make it weaker, not strong. Wait, did it actually get stronger? Parasite swells with power. More power than you've ever felt before.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
After all this, tadpoles to lodge in my memory. I mean, we knew it was going to be. What's next? Cutting off my own head? Suppose it's not all that. More power is better than less. Okay, went through all this, tadpoles to lodge in my brain.
Indeed. Although, I may have another solution, albeit a temporary one. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence.
Okay.
It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative.
I mean, we'll take loot.
I would offer it as a gift.
Yeah.
But in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
And we'll poke Gale in the tummy and make him vomit up whatever he's eaten so far. I need to know what this ring is. Sell your soul. I think we've got to save our soul for Raphael. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to take a short break here. I'm going to go pee. Everyone get up, stretch, hydrate. We'll be right back. And we'll see. I wish we knew a little bit more about what this ring... But presumably I can choose whether I'm wearing it or not. Maybe it's not even something that Dell will wear. Maybe it's something someone else will wear. We'll see what happens. But I will be right back. Hawkin' duckin'. Da, 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 da. We've got some interesting options here. I don't think I'm going to threaten him. It feels... Excuse me. I don't think I'm going to threaten him because it feels rude right now. He actually seems like a cool dude. And I like him. First of all, I think we can ask, hey, why didn't you mention this ring before the potion debacle? I think that's probably fair.
Because removal seemed preferable to negation. And I must admit, I was curious to study the tadpole myself.
Yep, fair. And here's the thing. He said it was priceless, so I'm actually assuming he doesn't take the gold. But yeah, I've got some literal insider information on Nautiloid, because I was inside it. How about, would that work?
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell
Yeah,
me?
and it does seem like there's definitely a reason he doesn't want to part with the ring, and since it hides him from the Elder Brain. But performance, A dramatic retelling of your time in the Mind Flayer ship. Intelligence. Offer detailed, logical analysis of the nautiloid. Well, either way, well, this is going to end up with a net +3 as opposed to a +2, so I guess we'll do that. Plus, it feels like this would be more appropriate for him. That is a tough check. I wonder if statistically the Fox's Cunning is better than the Guidance, but the Fox's Cunning is a spell slot, so we're just going to Guidance. We still have some inspirations. There we go! Still trade for this Hobgoblin? Bugbear? Hobgoblin, I think is what he is. He's still a merchant. We can still trade with him too.
What a brilliant experience. To feel one step closer to my ancestors is a fine gift indeed.
Nice.
Here, it is yours. May it serve you as well as it has served me.
Oh, I'd be trading with Blur. Okay. Oh, Saren said a pretty thing. At least it offers us some protection from the tadpole, although we don't actually properly get him in the conversation.
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
Ah, poison.
Seen anything like it?
Yeah, that's from probably the failed con save.
It's evolving.
Interesting that we've got the rapport spores here. Affected creature can communicate telepathically with one another. I don't know if it does anything for us. All right, we received the Ring of Mind Shielding. Shelter. You have advantage on saving throws against Charmed. I mean, presumably against being charmed. This ring is forged from smooth alien metal, capped with eyes of emerald that watch the world unblinking. So I'm wondering, we've got... Did I have this before? Did I gain a new ability? Because when I put the shovel here, there wasn't anything there. Infuse a creature with Sonic Force. If it reaches 0 hit points, it heals instead of falling unconscious. I'm confused how this works. Because it looks like it's an action for an insta-heal that refreshes on a short rest. But presumably it leaves them with a buff? Maybe it doesn't instant heal them. Maybe it just puts a buff on them called Survival Instinct. And then if they hit 0, they get re-healed for 3d4 hit points. Cast on someone, it lasts until used. Okay. Well, that's very cool. So, it feels to me like... Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll put this ring on. And do we still have access to these powers? We do. Wait. Right, yeah, I'm losing access to light. I still have access to my powers. It's interesting that it's toggling my C invisibility, which has nothing to do with the powers, but I guess it's recalculating some things. Are they as powerful? I mean, seems. Let's throw survival instincts on Asteria. Oh, okay. It doesn't last until triggered. Well, I mean, it lasts until triggered, but it's got a fairly short duration. Okay. Now, this seems great. It's going to be a gift to Karlak. I've seen this happen before to other people, where you get stuck in this like conversation frame. which is odd. Just save and reload, yeah. I think it's happened to some people like in combat too, which makes it really bad. But yeah, save and reload works there too. Happens a lot in your game. Yeah, I think this is the first time it's happened to me, but I think I've seen it in other people's Let's Plays, and I think it happened to one of my friends in our multiplayer game. Yeah, so the survival instinct isn't the most interesting, but we'll give it to her. She was against the idea of eating brainworms anyway, so we're protecting her from her brainworm. Also, we're protecting her from being charmed and maybe turning against us. Meanwhile, we still benefited from an extra power. Okay, we're going to talk to Blurg again here.
Something to ask.
Because we want to do some
Welcome
trading.
back. Have you made any new discoveries?
No, I've literally just been standing in front of you. I guess we got some more questions we can ask him. Hang on, let me trade first. You have tons of cash, which is great. You've also got some stuff we can buy. First, sell wares. Sell wares. Okay. There might be some more stuff I want to sell too. We'll find out. What you got there? Boots of Genial Striding. The wearer's movement speed is unimpeded by difficult terrain. That sounds like a great item. The Circlet of Blasting, which gives us a Scorching Ray cast. Also sounds pretty good. The Baneful is a short sword. Blade's magical powers only function if it's bound to an Eldritch Knight's or Warlock pack weapon. Okay, so we're not going to use that. We could learn some spells. Okay, Psychic Spark. This thing is awesome sauce. Right? So it gives you once per day casting a magic missile, which is fine, sure. But the big thing is when you shoot a magic missile, it fires an additional dart. That to me is insanely good. Yeah, you're still using it level 8, yeah. Like, it seems so freaking good. So we're going to buy it for Gale. For sure. Sunwalker's Gift. Wearer can see in the dark up to 12 meters. This actually sounds quite useful. Karlach does not have dark vision. Well, neither does Gale. His accuracy is a little less critical than I would say Karlach. Unless Karlach's, like, Infernal Engine gives her a natural glow. Tieflings have a natural dark vision? Do they? Yeah, I guess we'll double check that. Didn't think they did. Oh, maybe, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Tieflings do. I'm thinking Dragonborn that don't have it. So Gale could benefit from the infravision. Sorry. Again, I'm way too old-fashioned. The dark vision. It's only 12 meters, and some of the spells he's casting, he's going to be casting from beyond that range. But I don't think it's a very expensive item, so I think it's worth picking up for Gale.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Yeah, $100. Here, let's just throw that on. There you go. Lifebringer. When the wearer gains lightning charges, they also gain 310. Part of me wishes I had just saved everything involving lightning charges and then just done a build around there. But you kind of need to do cinders. Whenever you burn an enemy, gain 2 turns of heat. I'm sorry. Engulfed by a vengeful fire, take 1 to 4 fire damage each turn, but can use heat convergence. Toggle passive feature. Consume your heat to fuel a powerful attack. The next time you deal fire damage, an additional 1. I mean, thematically, it feels like this would work really well with Karlach, just as a theme. I'm not sure how potent this is. Whenever you burn an enemy, you got to inflict burning on them, which Gale could do with some of his fire spells. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yes, this is the other awesome thing that this vendor has. Melf's First Staff. Because it gives you +1 to hit with your spells, basically. Which is crazy good. The problem is now we have to choose between the Staff of Arcane Blessing and Melf's First Staff here. And the Staff of Arcane Blessing is pretty cool. But I feel like the First Staff is just insanely good. And yeah, it would also work... because it also increases spell DCs. So if we bring... spell attack rolls. Does that work with... I guess that would work with Will. It would also work with Shadowheart, because it would benefit either if she's firebolting, or she's using her Divine Smite thing, or if she's using her Fireball from her class stuff. It's really good. I think you can dual wield staffs if you take the 2-weapon proficiency, the feat. So one of the things we could have done with Gale at level 4 is give him 2-weapon fighting, and then he could wield 2 staves and get both bonuses. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, I think we buy it. I just don't know who we give it to. Actually, if we did want to play Dell as more of a spellcaster instead of relying on his bear form, he could use it. I think we probably replace the Staff of Arcane Blessing. Because it's quite cool. I think we'll keep it. Because who knows what we'll do with it. But I think what we do is we get Gale to use Melp's first staff here. Because I think the +1 bonus to DCs and attack rolls is just too freaking good. Now, other than that, we could buy some scrolls so that you could learn from them, but it's not a big deal, I think. You can always... Oh, that's true. We could use the staff for the blessing, and then when we don't have the blessing available, switch to the other one. So we could consider something like that. Okay, I think that is that. He does still have a lot of cash. Oh, I still have to talk to Lae'zel about this codex. So let's have some conversation. I'll check some items here. Pretty sure the blessed staff is his stance in the bless on anyone. If that's true, then that is so OP, and we should probably bring Shadowheart back in to be a blessed person again. I've never seen a Hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races.
The other merchant in the zone? Okay.
But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
Research in the Underdark sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
Oh, right, you said it adds bless to a spell list. Oh, Arcana failed. Druid, such as nature's balance, life thriving under adversity. Yeah, we're gonna say that.
Exactly. It's such a relief to meet another sensible mind.
Anything
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
I mean, the thing is, Demonac, though, is oh yeah, no, I know.
Very well.
Is I want Mel's first staff.
Chris lately?
Who's Chris? I guess I should try talking to ML again.
Yes, she is cataloging Koatoan fertility rituals.
Okay.
Oh. Well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
I greet you, Sunchild.
Sunchild, I like that. Hang on a sec. Yeah, someone said something about what's it was saying? You can pick up backpacks, pouches to organize. Yes, I actually do have an extra pouch that I keep for putting quest items and things with the orange border. I just put them in their own bin. But otherwise, I don't really care that much because we do have filters and searches and stuff. How'd you escape your colony?
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise.
Oh.
It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
How did you survive? Don't you need brains? It's gonna be like, dude, that is such a racist myth.
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect.
Wow.
I required brains. He required souls. A perfect symbiosis.
Oh yeah, I
But
gotta
our
re-aid
ambitions
Karlach, that's right.
eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed.
Dude, that's so racist, but yes, I need brains.
Act against the society's goals.
Honestly, he's just a brain vampire, is all it is. You know what? He's just a part of nature, I guess. This is what, sure. You know what? Best way to deal with this sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence. if they comprehend the cost.
Oh my god, you're right. We do kind of have a lich friend. So, let me see your wares. You do have your own wares. Elixir of Psychic Resistance. Gain resistance psychic damage. 750. Well, it's probably 250 per, but jeez. Creation's Echo. Yet another quarterstaff.